want to show you how you can compress time and leap to the next level, like without any much extra effort. It's called Who Not How. What's up? I'm Keith Kalfas. Now, over the past couple years, I've learned this thing that's changed my whole paradigm. It's actually made me more money for real and less time. It's opened up and expanded my whole life and my horizons. It's so powerful. I read a book recently by Dan Sullivan. He's the strategic coach. He's this older guy who's coached thousands of, he's a big deal. Like Dan Sullivan, strategic coach. You can listen to his books on audible.com. So Who Not How is like, instead of saying, how do I do this? How do I manage the books in my business? How do I do all these different things, right? How do I do all these things? And you're stressing yourself out because you're time bankrupt. You don't have any more time. You're doing everything you can every second of every single day. So you say, who can do this for me? Or who can help me do this? Or who can teach me how to do this to compress time? Who is an expert at this, who I can pay? Now, here's the interesting part. If you don't have a lot of money, I totally understand that. But let's just say you took a percentage of the money that you're making and you open up a separate savings account called education account. I'm not even a kid right now. And then you start peeling off 1% of the money that comes. Let's just say you make $5,000 a month and you just pull off, what's that, $5 bucks? Well, that's nothing. I don't know this. Tell me the math. But what I'm saying is don't be afraid to get excited about spending or investing money on audiobooks, online courses, education. But the next step beyond all that is actually getting one-on-one coaching and mentorship or attending live events or private mastermind groups, any of that stuff, where you can get around people who have already figured out what you're trying to do right now. And instead of you banging your head against the wall trying to figure it out yourself for the next 1, 2, 3, 5, I know Facebook ads and YouTube ads. I've spent thousands of dollars in online courses, and I've spent literally hundreds of hours inside of learning Facebook and YouTube ads and all these different things and trying to run them all myself while running a service business, while running an internet business. It kept falling apart. And I'm like, dude, I cannot go hire a Facebook ads guy. I got to learn this stuff. I'm the marketing guy. This is just one of many, many, many things. It could be employees. It could be tons of stuff, right? At some point, you got to go find someone else. So like, for instance, I hired a Facebook ads guy. I get personal coaching and consulting. I attend private masterminds and workshops. Check that out and start thinking, who has the information that can teach me or do it for me or can coach me one-on-one to get me through this process more quickly. I recently hired a consultant for $150 an hour to help me learn this whole new program called Monday.com. We run like the businesses on it. I can't even talk about it. It's this whole platform.
Stick around as Keith returns with more of the Untrapped podcast in just a moment.
Hey, my friend, it's Keith Kalfas, and I have a special invitation for you right now. I'm doing a live event. Yes, a live, in-person, 2-day workshop, and I want you to be there. But here's the caveat. There's only 75 seats available, and they're already selling out. If you've ever needed help with the marketing and advertising and crushing it with the sales in your service business, this will be the most transformative workshop you can't afford to miss. Go to keithkalfas.com and get your ticket now. This event will sell out. I'll see you March 25th and 26th in Shelby Township, Michigan for the 2022 Marketing ROI Live Workshop. See you there.
This is Untrapped with Keith Kalfas.
Because I didn't know how to do it, right? And I was sitting there with my face red on these calls, paying $100 an hour, $150 an hour, like in total anxiety, feeling like exposed and vulnerable because it's a learning curve. Like there's no neurosynaptic connections in your brain that have even been built yet to deal with this new information. So you keep staying in what's uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable. But after about 5-6 calls, 5-6 hours of this stuff, boom, I'm getting pretty decent. And then I went and hired a project manager to manage and help me through this. And then we have weekly calls. So get on Zoom calls, get on phone calls, get around other people. Don't be afraid to spend them. Where do you find these people? Okay, next, where do you find these people? Word of mouth. You'll look around on Facebook groups, Upwork.com. I go to Upwork.com, Fiverr.com. Upwork.com is great. I have like 16 virtual assistants working for me from Upwork.com. I have 20 total right now. I think 16 of them are on Upwork. People that are dedicated to account specialists for running my ads for Facebook and YouTube, project manager, graphic design, content syndication, a bookkeeper. That might sound insane to you. I don't know where you're at right now in your business or how many people you have working for you. but like I am not smart enough, and I do not have the time to do all this stuff myself, and I never had the money to do it all. So here's the thing. You have to find out who are you going to hire first, or who are you going to pay first. You don't got to hire them full-time, 45 hours a week on payroll and be on the hook. I'm talking here finding freelance contractors that they have many clients themselves, and maybe they'll charge you $50 an hour to coach you or consult you. And then you just buy a couple hours of their time at a time. Simple. A couple times a month, you get on the phone with them and they do a follow-up, a strategy call, a coaching session with you. And then you just enroll that in your thing. That becomes your coach or your consultant, right? And they help you get to the next level. So who's the most important person you should find first is somebody who has been through the minefield and been down all the rabbit trails and can help you get to where you want to get because they've been there, and they can help you cut out all the fat and see the path and gain clarity, and then give you action steps. And at some point you're going to have to trust them and just kind of give up your control freakness, being a control freak. Just trust them and do what they say if it vibrates right with you. I'm a super control freak. A real hard time giving up control. But I'm learning more and more. You ain't going to grow to the next level unless you give up control and you start trusting other people to help you. And then your job is to become the facilitator. You facilitate them getting the result done, and you're hands off certain things, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Read the book, Dan Sullivan's Who, Not How, and learn who can I find to do this for me or help me do this? Who can I delegate this to? Can I defer this thing or just delete it altogether and just get it off your list and don't do it anymore? And you say, well, who? That opens up a whole nother can of worms. So depending on how much money you got in the bank, your money is your runway before like you run out of money and you're homeless type of thing. Hopefully you're not at that point. I've been there. It sucks. So you might have to continue doing what you're doing and then save up a certain amount of money to the point where you feel comfortable that you can go hire a coach and consultant. You might have to suffer it out another 3, 6, 9, 12 months. That's what I did. I suffered it out. And instead of upgrading my lifestyle, I saved up some money so I felt safe and comfortable. I said, I'm going to take this money, keep working, but now I'm going to start investing in my education. Now I'm going to start hiring coaches and consultants. I ain't going to go upgrade my lifestyle and be dumb on a higher lifestyle and not know anything new. Go invest in your education. So money buys you the time to slow your roll a little bit and get back to the drawing board and assess your life. And I think that hiring coaches and consultants, live workshops, getting around private mastermind groups, and people that have done it already are people that can literally help vibrate into this higher dimension to where it just becomes clear to you. Albert Einstein said you can't solve a problem with the same level of thinking you were at when you created the problem. You must rise to a new level of thinking, a higher level of consciousness. So think about that. Get around super successful people, sometimes at all costs. Whatever you got to do, you got to even go across the country to get around successful people and learn from them. Boom, the answers will become clear to you when you're in these fully immersive, transformational environments, whether it be on a Zoom call, on a phone call, or in person. You got to get around successful people, even if you have to pay them, and that'll take you to the next level. I hope that serves you.
Join Keith Kalfas and industry professionals to get questions to answers like,
how do I automate the sales, marketing, and follow-up in my service business? How are other service business owners leveraging software, outsourcing talent, building teams, getting coached, and making such an incredible income? How do I turn my customers into clients and my clients into raving fans? How do I create a lead generation and referral system that brings me more new customers on autopilot? And how do I measure the ROI of what I'm spending on marketing so that I have predictable deal flow coming into my business? If you've ever wanted to learn how to automate the sales and marketing in your service business, then this will be the most transformative workshop you can't afford to miss. If you're sick of wearing 10 hats and doing 50 things at once, then the strategies you will learn at this live event will change your business and your life. Welcome to the Marketing ROI Live Workshop, where you will walk away with a tactical and actionable understanding of how to crush it with the sales and marketing in your service business. Get access to high-level training. Welcome to the Marketing ROI Live event. Click the link next to this video to sign up now.
The overall experience is just overwhelming.
We went through a lot today.
I've been to many other conventions and things. It was more like hands-on.
If you're on the fence, I would say, man, this is an investment in yourself, which is the best way to spend your money. If it's going to multiply over the next few years, but over your whole lifetime.
If you want to grow your business, this is where you need to be at.
I learned so much knowledge. It's too much to say in words. It's unbelievable. And with these campaigns in place, I'm going to be able to focus on lead generation and growing the business instead of running the business.
We knew about Keith. I heard he had a workshop, low cost, high gains, high energy, in our faces, direct.
If you want to invest in yourself and you want to have growth in your business, I would definitely recommend other people to come out.
Had high hopes. They were extremely fulfilled.
If you're like first starting off a business and it's your first year, or if you're in your 10th year, there is no cap at learning.
I've been to a lot of industry events. This one has a ton of content.
If you want to smoke your competition, if you want to dominate,
come out here, be a part of this, meet people, make connections.
You go home, you're super energized, you put them to work, away you go, your business grows, and the next year comes along, and you're happy to come back.
All the guys that Keith brought in today were able to deliver strategies that I can take home with me and implement immediately into my business that are going to take my business to the next level. And I'm so appreciative that he brought together such an amazing team of people that I've been watching on Facebook and YouTube videos for a year now, and they're all here and I'm rubbing shoulders with them and it's amazing.
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. From Windsor, Ontario.
I'm from Waterford, Michigan.
I'm out of Bettendorf, Iowa.
From Peoria, Illinois.
From New York.
It's a worthwhile event. Come. You'll enjoy yourself. There's a lot of great information to be learned here.
If you have any interest in it, just pull the trigger.
It was awesome. It was amazing.
It was very informative.
The event was great.
It was worth the 8-hour drive.
It's awesome.
Inspiring, amazing.
Whether you believe in yourself or not, this place will make you believe in yourself.
I got motivated to a whole new level.
It was fantastic.
If you want to grow your business, this is where you need to be at.
Get your ticket for the Marketing ROI live workshop. You have to be at this event. You absolutely have to be there. If you feel it even a little bit, that means it's right. Whether you're just getting started in your small business or you have a multiple 6- or 7-figure business, this is the place that you need to be at. This is the event you need to be at. You absolutely have to be here. Get your ticket. The seats are filling up fast.
Hey, I hope you liked the show. And if you like the Untrapped podcast and you get value from it, can you please take a minute and go over to Spotify and leave it a well-worded positive 5-star review? It helps boost the rankings on Spotify. Therefore, these messages can get out to more people and inspire more people so they can go out and start their small businesses and crush it and get to the next level. It's a huge deal. All right, I'll see you in the next show.